Hi. So, like the title says, I'm gonna be drawing cute demon girls. If you end up liking this, sub, and maybe a cute demon girl will get her wings or something. Anyway, let's get right into it. So, this is my first character. She's just a real cutie. I've actually drawn her before. You can see here that some interesting stuff is happening. Uh, Her name is Angela. I originally drew her in 2019 for Inktober. The prompt was mask, and I sort of came up with like a little story for her. So she's basically a demon, as as expected. Um, and what happened is she was in hell, doing her demon thing, and she was bored, like really bored. Like the hell torture was just not her vibe. So she started acting out, and that's what you do when you're bored. You act out. So I'm not going to blame her. She crashed her home Mercedes. Papa Devil was like real upset. He was real pissed. And he was like, you know what? If you don't appreciate the torture down here, maybe you want some earth torture. So he sent her to high school. Turns out high school is the best type of torture. She loves it. It's perfect for her. She is thriving. um, I imagine she goes to school in like Tennessee or something. And she's just living her best, like, evil, popular girl life. Like, she's a queen. She's an icon. um, Sort of the vibes I get from her is very, like, Alison De Laurentiis, very, like, perfect girl everybody loves, but, like, dark shit going on. Like, I imagine she's like perfect in school, and like there's this one girl that's like, I know she's not perfect, and like she sees her in sketchy parts of town sometimes, or like she just sees her doing weird stuff, and she's like, why does everybody think she's so perfect? And it turns out she's just like doing other like demon stuff. Like high school is great, and she can cause a lot of chaos and torture in high school, but she got to meet a quota, so she goes around and does some other torture stuff. I zoomed in on this face because I really like the way the inking turned out. I think it's super cute. She has this like excited look, like ah. um, I also it's part of my headcanon that like her scars change because in hell it's sort of like a pinhead kind of scenario where like torture equals pleasure or something. And sort of my headcanon is that she changes it up every now and then. Like you change up your hair or your nails, and all her hell friends are like, "Oh my god, your scars are always so on point. You look great." And contrary to how she looks, I think she might actually be the most actual like evil demon I draw during this video. And that's saying something. Like the other ones are definitely more unique. Um, but I think canon wise, she like does the most evil acts. Like she's just doing her evil business. Like she loves being a demon. She's not trying to be something different. She's not trying to be more, not trying to be less. She just, you know, doing her Michelle, you are a monster from hell kind of vibes. Like, and I think that's great for her. You can see I just struggle with it. That head is too small. Stop that. It's still too small. I just struggle with this head for like I sped it up so much, and it's still bad. Anyway, I continue inking here. What else can I say about Angela? I've actually drawn her twice before. I drew her more recently in 2020. Here's that picture. Um, I find it really fun to like redraw old OCs, even just like a year apart, because you just see a huge difference in your style and like your techniques and stuff like that. I really like the way this one turned out, but um, I really like this new style too. I sort of had to, as you've noticed in the original, I really render that shit out. And I've sort of lost rendering will over time. So now this is the fun part, the coloring. this is my favorite part to watch. I just think it's the most satisfying, just blocking in all the colors. Um, she already had a pretty distinct palette. Like, I wanted to keep the purple and orange vibes because I feel like that's very Halloweeny. Um, and like all these characters are giving me very Halloween vibes. Well, the last two are a little. Well, you'll see. You'll see when I get there. So yeah, I'm just like filling in her colors. Sometimes I'm watching back these videos and I'm like, I can't even tell where. I'm okay. I see. We're filling it. We're doing it. If I seem like I'm talking fast and I'm very awkward, it's because this is my first video and I don't know. I don't know how YouTubers do it. How they like just talk for like a blank amount of time straight. Like, I feel like it'd be a lot easier if I had like friends or I think my life would be a lot easier if I had like friends or something. I don't know how that works. Uh, tell me down below, like, is it nice to have friends? No, kidding. I have friends. I have friends. Anyway, I really like the way the coloring job turned out. Like, the one at the bottom with her dumb look, I just love it so much. She looks so happy. I imagine, like, that's what her face looks like underneath the mask. Like, she's just fucking loving it. She's at the football game. One of the football players got mega injured. Her mask is trying to, like, show that, oh my god, is he okay? Oh my god, that's my boyfriend. Is he okay? But underneath, she's like, holy shit, that was the best. Is it broken? Um, and I put in her little Leo ENFP kind of vibes, and I changed it to 17,000 years old. And yeah, these are some close-ups. I like the way Angela turned out. I think she's a cute baby angel. I love her. Now, on to the next beautiful demon girl. I wanted to go with more of a like soft, ooh, like aesthetic girl vibes for this one. Um, she, well, she, she, she is Cthulhu. She's Cthulhu. She's Cthulhu. Um, so I've actually drawn this character before as well. I drew her last year in 2020 for Inktober. The prompt was tentacles. Um, I was gonna do something a lot weirder than this, surprisingly, but I was recently really into Lovecraft. Specifically, I was listening to a lot of audiobooks, Lovecraft audiobooks. This channel right here does a lot of really good Lovecraft audiobooks. Anyway, not the point. I was thinking about the Call of Cthulhu, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if like you didn't call Cthulhu back, or like you missed Cthulhu's call and she's fucking pissed. So, um, in the original picture, she's definitely having those uwu vibes. I named her Cthulhu-chan in the original, but I don't think that's a very appropriate name for her. Um, yeah, you know what? Maybe it is, but I feel like in this version she'd be a lot more soft. Like, yes, she is Cthulhu. She's not like Cthulhu's daughter. She's not, spawn of Cthulhu. She is Cthulhu. She is. But I think she's trying to do something different. She's been slumbering. She's been slumbering all this time, watching the humans be cute and kawaii, and she wants to be part of it. And so she is. She's just like, so I don't know if she's like necessarily a demon. Maybe she's more of like a eldritch one, an elder thing, an eldritch abomination, a cosmic horror of sorts. But I think she still counts. I think she still counts. Here I redraw that pose that I started on uh, to make it more cute. This is inspired by an artist on Twitter. I'll show the picture that I was inspired by, and I'll like show her tag and stuff. Their tag, I don't know. I I should check their pronouns just in case. Not the point. I was inspired by that. The original drawing was cute, but I wanted to like my original sketch was cute, but I wanted to make the style a little more distinct, like, and incorporate those sort of like cutie vibes. So she's just getting like struck by love. Like Cupid has hit her. She awoke herself, came to Earth to like experience what the humans are experiencing, and she's loving it. Like she's really killing it. And I just really like the way her like stupid octopus head looks in the in the bucket hat. I like it does not fit. It does not fit on her octopus head, but she's just working it. I love her. Anyway, so um this part of the drawing is my favorite, just like sort of that other face and the other one was. I just I just think it turned out really cute, and I did use reference for that, and for this one too that I'm drawing right now. Like if the anatomy, I use reference for almost all the ones on this. If the anatomy looks good, it's because I use reference. And here's the thing, artists out there, use reference, just do it. Like don't try to torture yourself, just use reference. Your life will be so much easier. I had a little spot in here that I wanted to like fill in so it just wasn't empty. So I decided she has like some cute nails. Like I think she's very much like giving me like J-pop idol by night, by day, I mean, and Eldritch Abomination by night. And she's not like doing Eldritch stuff. She's just like living her life, and people are worshiping her and like trying to summon her. But she's like, oh my god, these losers again. Like, I'm literally just trying to be cute. I'm just trying to, find a girlfriend. I'm just trying to drink some boba. And these weird cult dudes are like always trying to get in my business. So I don't know. I feel like the person she's grabbing is like a weird cult dude that like came up to her in the street. Who's like, oh my god, Cthulhu. Oh my god, can I, oh. And he like tried to touch her tentacles or something. And she's like, you want to lose this arm? Like she's a cutie. She's a sweet cutie. But she doesn't take crap. She is Cthulhu. Like she is, above you. She's above you. But she doesn't act like it. Unless you like, unless you're being a weirdo. Unless you're being a creep. Like, she does not like when people are being creeps, okay? Um, I really like the color palette I chose for this one as well. I think it turned out really cute, and um, I don't know. I just really like her. So I ended up naming her Lou because I thought Cthulhu-chan was a little much. Um, so her name is Lou, and I love that I fledged her out more because the original drawing was so fun to do, and it was received really well. Like a lot of people liked it. Even my friends were like, "What?" But also, yes. So I'm glad I got to draw her again, and I'm just glad it turned out so cute. Um, and yeah, I'm trying to think of like other things about her like life. I think I think she's a softie. She's a Cancer, as you can see here. And I just love her. Like, why is she so fucking cute? Look at her. Anyway, I just like how this turned out. Go Lou. She's the best. Okay, last but not least, I had no idea what I wanted to do for this one. So I decided to do two characters. This one that's coming in right now, all I knew sort of going into it is I had the idea of like almost like a match, like her head was a match. I had some other thoughts going into it, like what if she was a witch and that's sort of why she's dressed in that sort of older style of clothing and something went wrong and for some reason only her head continuously burns. I also don't know if she's a demon. I think maybe she's a ghost or something of the like. And then homegirl on the right here. Homegirl on the right, she's a demon. She's a demon through and through. I love the way she turned out. I think she looks psycho, but I love it. I had a lot of troubles with like her design because I didn't think of it beforehand. I just sort of went into it, winging it. I gave her some Sakuna looking ass eyes because, why not? And then as I started drawing her, I realized, oh my gosh, she could be sisters with another OC I've drawn. So this is what that OC looks like. She's a cutie, isn't she? I don't have a name for her, so if you have a name idea for that OC, like let me know. But basically, my headcanon for her was homegirl I just showed you, nameless homegirl. Um, she's an angel. I know she doesn't look like one. She's an angel. Don't worry. Um, and I feel like I should explain that, but I'm not going to. she's she fell. She was an angel. She was like, this is boring. She jumped out of heaven, just hopped out, lost a wing on the way down. I don't know. She's got eyes. She's got spiky hair. I feel like I'm losing my mind as I record this. But I ended up really liking how she turned out, especially like this inking I do here. I was like, yes, she's like serving face. Like she's serving face. And I really like the kind of crazy anime hair I did on her. I know like in the grand scheme of anime, like that hair is not crazy, but it's giving me very Alice, Twilight, very um, sensei vibes. I feel like a lot of senseis have spiky hair. I don't know. But I feel like she's just a wild card. Like chaotic chaotic neutral. Chaotic neutral, 100%. Like not even chaotic evil. She doesn't give a shit about anything, I don't think. And that's what I like about her. I also really like the inking I did on the very right here of her standing up. Her face looks whack. Like I looked at it after and I'm like, why did I like draw her face like that? But I just accepted it. I'm like, this is how she looks. She's wild. She's crazy. She's fun. I don't know. Um, and just the pose is very me. The pose is a vibe. I'm literally like, what should she be doing with her hand? Throw up the rock sign. She's cool. Um, Also headcanon, her horns are like not solid, like they can sort of move as she pleases. So they stand up straight like that when she's like excited, and when she's like being jokey, they like start to curve and bend around a bit. There's my little version of her. This was the last drawing I did, and I was losing it a bit. But I think it turned out good. I guess I should explain that triangle, love triangle. So at the top there, that little squiddy head, that's Lou. On the left, that's Kaya, that's her name. And on the right is another OC I did, whose name I am also not proud of. I think I named her TV Chan. And I don't know why, but they're girlfriends. Well, TV Chan wants to be with Cthulhu Chan, um, and Kaya wants to be with Lou. And I don't think Kaya likes TV Chan very much. So there is a triangle of sorts going on there, but basically my headcanon is that Kaya um, in her speech bubble, you can say it says, "Let's fly together, come on, I know you want to." I think she's saying that to Cthulhu, because Lou has wings, and Kaya, contrary to what you might believe, can fly. She doesn't even use the wing. Like, she just floats. She doesn't need the wings. They're just more there for, like, angel aesthetics, the godly vibes. I don't know. So, yeah, they're girlfriends, I think. Or, like, they're in the works to becoming girlfriends, her and Lou. And I think they make a cute couple. That's all I'm saying. Um, so, oh my god, I have to remove that flash. Oh god. Oh no. Maybe I'll put up a flashing warning or something like that a little earlier. That's because I wasn't filling my shit properly. That'll happen. Um, anyway, I did her color palette sort of similar to her sister. I'll show you her again. But she's a little more fun and fresh, and honestly, it shows. She's having way more fun. I didn't talk about Homegirl on the left at all. She doesn't have a story. Actually, she sort of does. I've been thinking about it. So, her name's Folly, and I think that her story was she was a young witch and she was really brash, and she thought she could survive a burning, And it turns out only her head got burned somehow, and now she's just living her life. So that's folly. And yeah, this is Kaya. I don't know, I like the way these demon girls turned out. They're really friggin' cute. Uh, anyway, that was chaos. I hope this audio is usable. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I didn't annoy you too much with my literal rambling for like 20 minutes straight. Oh my god. Anyway, uh, yeah, if you liked it, consider subscribing. This is my first video. I'll try to make more. Hopefully somebody sees this. Hopefully somebody. Hello? Can you hear me? Is anybody there? Is anybody there? Yeah. Anyway, bye.